Good evening, everyone. You join us for this Big Bash match between the Sydney Sixers and the Perth Scorchers. I'm Mike Atherton, and alongside me today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitch.
A surprising decision to take to the field. Conditions feel like there won't be a lot on offer for the bowlers, and the opening batters will want to capitalise on what seems a bad call.
Lions. Has the privilege of bowling with the new ball. The umpires have signalled that they're ready. Let's get this game underway. Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match. Hold on. Finds the fielder with that shot.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Beaten on the drive.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
The over ends with no change to the scoring. After some superb bowling, it looks tough to find ways of getting the ball away. Inglis is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Murphy, the spinner, coming into the attack. Straight to the fielder.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
There'll be runs here.
Very nice running there, nothing too fancy, just good solid running to get things started.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Big shout. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Impact outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Strong appeal. Sammy from the Paddington end.
Wait.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that. Just need to settle down. The timing is off. These deliveries are there to be hit, but it's a time for cool heads.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. There'll be one run here for them.
Pierced the gap and gets their first runs.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that has raced to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Great shot.
Picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond. Stumping! Oh!
That was a slow delivery. Played too early, straight through to the keeper.
It's a very tidy over, but they're still searching for that first wicket. Maybe it's just around the corner. Hazelwood, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Nicely played.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Sammy, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Hold on.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Super piece of timing.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Wait.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Quick onto that in the infield. With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish. The Sixers can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
Yeah.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Waiting.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Edged it.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Bowling. Wait.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
5 runs added in the over. The Scorchers are none for 33. The right armour is coming on to bowl in the Randwick end.
Yeah.
They'll get at least 1. Gone right through the defences.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Over. Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Bowler.
The Scorchers weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
Hold on.
Bancroft shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yes.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yeah.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Wait on. Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
White there.
End of the over, 7 off it. The Scorchers are 1 for 47.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper. Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep.
Into the gap, nice shot. End of the over, 4 runs coming from it. The Scorchers are 1 for 51. The right armour is coming into the attack. And the pads... Dington end.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the wicketkeeper. No more short balls this over. A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
White.
Cuts
Yes.
that off well in the infield.
It's easy runs there at this level when you stray a little down the leg side. Tucked it nicely off the pads for more runs.
Huge shot, that's a massive shot, just incredible.
Great shot for 6. Moving along nicely and starting to really build this innings.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Right. Yeah.
This could be out.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
Timed that brilliantly.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Yeah.
Chance to run 2.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yeah.
well placed, should get a single.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
Yes.
Over. The Scorchers are 1 for 76. Right off the middle of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Middle that one, great timing.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Immaculate timing there.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Murphy with the ball in hand again. Oh, that is a great catch.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. We'll have to head back to the pavilion.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Marsh will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. There'll be runs here. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Marsh gets off the mark.
Waiting.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Big edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Confident appeal. Could it be?
Right.
A miserly over is completed, just one off it.
Now 2 for 111.
The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack, and the padding at an end.
Right.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yes. Bowlers!
Beaten on the drive.
Oh.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep. Keep it.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Nice shot.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That was the slow ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Current. Ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Yep.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice.
Massive edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Straight to the fielder. There'll be one run here for them.
Waiting.
Just threw the shot too early.
Thick edge.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Waiting.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. 3 off it. The Scorchers are 2 for 129.
Yep.
Misses everything.
Chapman will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Got all of it, and for 6.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground. over the boundary.
Right out of the middle.
No signs of nerves here. Closing in on 100 with a maximum.
Curran shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Crunch on the front foot and bang. Gone all the way.
25 runs added in that over. The Scorchers are 2 for 154. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Manenti from the Randwick end. Great shot. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these two.
Super piece of timing.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Good shot. A beauty.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easy. So in the end, poor running.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Bowling.
I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong.
Taken. A really good one too.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Good bit of timing there.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Doesn't beat the infield. Chance!
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary. A poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be four.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle. It raced to the boundary.
Terrific touch. cracks it away behind square for 4.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Pope, the right armour, is coming into the attack in the Randwick end.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Huge edge.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep. Yes.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
5 runs added in the over. The Scorchers are 3 for 193. Curran to bowl the first over of the power play. It's going to be very tough to stop these 2 free-flowing batters.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Nicely played.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Marsh didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That's just timed brilliantly. He moves closer to 50. It's going to take something special to get the wicket.
Needs a direct hit.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Waiting.
Absolutely nailed it.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Sammy, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Quick onto that in the infield. Good pick-up. Big chance. Curran doing really well to keep the pressure on these 2. Another good over of bowling. Hazelwood, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. One over left in the innings. Lyon to bowl it.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Bring up 50 partnership between these
A
two.
really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Good return, back from the deep.
Back go the stumps, missed the straight ball.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Well, where did that come from, you wonder? After some time spent in the dressing room, it's pretty obvious what their intentions are.
And that's the end of the innings. The Sixers have been set a target of 229 runs. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt. Right off the middle of the bat.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Middle that one, great timing.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Sammy shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Timed that brilliantly.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. Great shot, great timing.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Wait, yep. Keeper.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Yes.
Couldn't have played that any better.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the wicketkeeper. No more short balls this over.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
50 comes up between these two. They're starting to form a really strong partnership.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that over the boundary.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
The delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away though, and what a lovely shot to get the boundary.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do but watch as the ball goes all over the ground.
Yep.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yes.
Nice shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Brilliant diving stop.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Got that away nicely.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. 3 extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle. That's off the middle of the bat.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century. Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Picked that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Confident appeal. Could it be? Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible. Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Super piece of timing.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
With shots like that, it's not going to be long before the 100 is up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, confidence is high out in the middle. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Philippe says thank you. It was a gift, and they smashed it away to the boundary rope.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Misses everything.
Great bowling.
Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Immaculate timing there.
Tried it. Not very well. Smashed to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. beaten on the drive.
Right.
Richardson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground, over the boundary.
Got all of it, and for 6.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting. And we'll want to push on from here.
Going with pace now.
Yes.
There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Yes.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Wait. Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep.
Time that perfectly.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yes.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yes.
Off the bat, it looked like it was going. A brilliant slide to cut it off.
Wait. Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Absolutely nailed it.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Sammy didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Yes.
Good pickup. Big chance.
Well, there was a bit of noise there, but it certainly wasn't the bat, and they did well to get back for 2.
Nicely played.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Great shot through the gap.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
End of the over. The Sixers are none for 172.
Wait. Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Good bit of timing there.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Sammy should be really happy with this performance so far. Great stroke making and a fully deserved century.
Perfect technique and placement.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Super shot, that.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches that to the boundary.
20 runs added there. The Sixers are none for 192. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Good shot. It's found the gap.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Right.
Good
yes.
piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
And the 200-run partnership up for these two batsmen.
Turner, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Accepts the plaudits of all around this ground. It's been a wonderful innings, a fantastic 100.
Chapman coming into the attack from the Paddington end.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Drives and misses everything.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong. A brilliant batting effort gets them home easily in the end. A fabulous all-round performance in what has been a dominant display.